Oh yes, what a great game this is. So let's talk about the spoilers for the Protege. Oh, Maggie Q really hammers it home. I mean, she does a little phoning in because she did play Nikita. I think she was in Mission Impossible as well. But Nikita's the one I remembered her from. So the story begins with uh, Vietnam. I don't know if it's 1991. Samuel L. Jackson is a 60, 70-year-old man trying to play a 40-year-old man, which doesn't work very well. I guess this is where Disney's magic of de-aging people could come in. Oh, I love this. I love this whole. These are all the developers for the game. So Samuel L. Jackson is like an undercover cop or whatever he is. He goes and he finds uh, young Anna, which is played by somebody else, a child actor, but Maggie Q plays the main character, Anna. Well, I forgot her name. Anna Dutton, I think is the character's name. So Samuel L. breaks into a place and it's run by these Vietnam like terrorists. And the whole story is that they shoot down her, they gun down Anna's family, her natural family, her sisters, her parents. I guess they run a like a farmer's market shop, I guess, judging from the atmosphere of Vietnam. Everybody in those like farmers markets, outdoor markets. And so Samuel L. takes out actually, he doesn't take him out. Anna already took them out with a gun that she stole from the terrorists because they were going to rape her and kill her and dump her body somewhere. So seeing her whole family gunned down toughened her up, and Samuel L. Jackson's character takes in Anna, and 30 years later, Samuel L. is a 70-year-old man who's on his way out the door, and Anna is in her 40s or late 30s. I'm not sure how they describe it. I'm guessing if she's 14 or 13, she'd probably be 43. So probably my age or whatever. Doesn't really matter. So she's now a sort of a contracted killer. In the belly of the plant, molten metal boiled and bubbled like a witch's brew. Staggering on the mill, roof in ice, and snow and wild wind, I was a ninja. My kung fu was strong. I wasn't kidding anybody. Yeah, I have yet to. When I get the Steam Deck, I'm going to get all three games on it. I mean, they're very cheap. At best, I was Superman on Kryptonite about to fall through a skylight. There we go. Okay, I have to be very careful here. Um, okay, that's pretty good. See, I didn't have to get hurt. B is jump. So, let's see. Maggie Q. So she plays this. So at the beginning, you see her as a driver. I had to look for all the clues. I kind of figured that there was a mobster that was kidnapped. So their job is to find people who cannot be found that easily, and they hold them for ransom or whatever. The guy gets away eventually, but Samuel L. just like Samuel L. and Nikita or Samuel. I'm sorry, Samuel L. and Maggie Q toss him out in the middle of a forest. But before that, she's a driver who delivers, who is supposed to have the mobster's son. I guess that's the missing guy. So the mobster like punches her in the stomach and gives her a hard time, saying, "Okay, I got your money. I got your $1 million in or million in whatever denomination." Because I think it takes place in the UK. So this is her opening moment where she does some really cool moves. Let's give him some cool moves. Oh shit. Okay, I got this guy down. Sorry for all the lights, but when you're playing a Game Boy Advance original and you got to deal with no light source. Let me see here. Let me see. I don't have any pills. So you usually see painkillers here. Okay. Oh, bastard. I died. I died that quickly. But Maggie Q's character, Anna, doesn't die that quickly. She's very smart. She's very efficient. So she takes out the bad guys, and the violence in this movie is really good. I mean, there's blood, there's guts, there's. It doesn't get like NC-17 violent. It gets rated R violent. You know, it's pretty gory, but not to the point where it's like you can't like deal with it. It's there's stabbings, there's shootings, there's electrocutions, um, there's gouging, there's stranglings, there's just knuckle down, drag out, just beating somebody to death. There's water torture, especially for Anna. You feel for Anna because she gets tortured. I gotta press that radio. Life-threatening weather conditions and a record-breaking killer storm. The forecast shows that this severe weather is expected to continue for at least another 6 hours. Out in the night, snow feels like confetti over the Devil's Parade. This storm was anything but over. Okay. You can shoot everywhere. Can't open that. Before I go out there, let me see. No. Okay. I'm using my bullet time here. Okay. You got to be careful how you spend the time. Bullet time is precious, not to be wasted. We don't see any slow motion moments in the movie. We do see a lot of fast. I mean, she moves very fast. Maggie Q moves really quick. She's been a model most of her life, but she's done action movies. She could have fallen apart at the wayside, but besides being a model, she can really do martial arts moves like nobody's business. Not much of a stunt woman. Oh, fuck off. I should have used the painkillers. This is not how I really play, by the way. So the plot of the movie doesn't really start because keep in mind, like she lives in the UK with a, she runs a bookstore with a with a, let's see, she has a manager who helps out, but she owns the store. But more importantly, she has a cat, and Samuel L. Jackson is her teacher, who's dying. You know, he's got a birthday surprise. She's got a birthday surprise for him. He's playing with his drone, and she gets him a guitar. I don't think it's B.B. King's guitar, though there is a B.B. King record. But it's a guitar from a very famous jazz musician, and it was the exact same guitar, so he got it. Um, but the movie really starts shortly after she meets Michael Keaton, who I thought was a mob boss, but it turns out he's second in command of the mob boss, and I forgot the guy's name is Edward something. And this Edward guy is the real bad guy of the whole movie. And Michael Keaton is the second guy in charge. But there's a whole chain of like lieutenants and people, other business guys, other wise guys, but these are really bad guys. These are terrorists. So a whole chain of people, but you don't really keep track. Oh, we gotta do this again. Okay. Um, we're gonna try this again. I'm not really good at this, but I'm trying here. So the movie really starts when we assume Samuel L. Jackson is killed, along with there's a housemaid that tends to Anna. She's dead. We assume that Samuel L. Jackson is dead, but it turns out later on that he's not. There's a mystery that happens at the end of this movie. I'll get into it in a little bit, but we don't know what happens to Anna's cat. Her sort of a, I don't know if it's a, I think it's a short-haired calico. She owned the cat, and I know Maggie Q is an animal rights activist, so surely she must know. Either it's in a deleted scene, or Martin Campbell, the director, didn't give a shit. It's one of those things. And then the manager of the bookstore, the one that serves under Anna. Okay, I don't have any more time on this. Either I press the left or the right button. I forget how to do the damn... Yes, it's isometric shit. Okay. Oh, let's see. You can get guns. You can get more painkillers if you needed. because I try to do these things. You hear me say okay a lot because I'm trying to get it my way. It doesn't work. It's not a bad game for what I paid like 20 bucks, $25 for it. Let's see. So it's a lot of action. It's basically, like angels with filthy souls. There's no real good person. As Samuel L. Jackson says in the movie, there's four kinds of people. Good people who've done bad things and they regret, but they're mostly good people. Bad people who have to look back at their life and say, God, I need to redeem myself, but I do bad things, right? Then there are those people who might be good people, but they have this inner desire to do real stupid shit, like real chaotic shit, and that's Samuel L. Jackson's character. And then there's the evil guy, and that's the antagonist of the movie that Michael Keaton works for. So it's with Michael Keaton and Maggie Q, they have a very good chemistry. It's very much Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They have a love-hate relationship, and it really is a love-hate relationship. You got stunt people who there's a scene in the movie where they do a backflip into a glass table. So two stunt people do a backflip into a glass table. But there's this whole scene where they're chasing each other. Michael Keaton never gets killed. It's like for some reason Maggie Q loses her common sense for Michael Keaton. Um, so he's the love interests. They point guns at each other at a dinner table. So it's very much a love. What the fuck is going on? Hate relationship. That's the best way to describe Michael Keaton and Maggie Q. Other points I would say it's very straightforward. The greatest part about this movie is that she gets tortured. Okay, she tries to um, Robert is it Robert Patton? I'm not sure if it's Robert Patton. It's the guy who played the T-1000, and he was in X-Files and a whole bunch of other movies. And he plays a biker, an old biker. It's one of Anna's old friends. Oh yeah, there's this black dude, this black UK bloke who does computer work for, much like in Nikita, the white dude in Nikita who played Iceman, or no, Pyro. And the black dude gets killed too with a big ironing board. So, at one point, Anna hunts down a mobster uh, who knows the main person they're looking for to take down. Much like the mob boss's son in the first movie, the first mob boss who was killed at the poolside. This other guy, this not related to the first guy, he knows Edward, but they're going after his son. His son is the target for Samuel L. Jackson and Maggie Q to go after. The son turns out to be an invalid. There's a scene where the nuns who raise him are taking care of him. He doesn't like to be touched. He's like a vegetable. I bet if he saw Maggie Q, he'd be cured immediately. Just saying. Let's see, where am I going? This way? I gotta touch a button. So it's an amazing plot of bullshit and violence, but yeah, so Maggie Q uses her Robert and his biker friends to track down a mob boss in a limo. All the motorcycles stop the limo, so it's really interesting. And I would say about maybe 15 to 20 in the movie, the white dude, the white mob boss, gets killed by his black second in command, who's also like British or New Zealand. And in turn, he tortures her. That's where she meets Michael Keaton for the second time, because she meets him the first time in the bookstore. And she gets tortured. She gets Chinese water tortured. She gets hung on a rope. Oh, fuck off. Let's try this again. One more time for a laugh. So she gets tortured. I mean, just like Lara Croft does in the Tomb Raider 2013. Anna gets tortured. She's not like Captain Marvel. She's not all powerful. She will get her ass handed to her. There's no bullshitting that. Okay. Get some ammo. So I really like those scenes. Okay. I'm not getting this right. My brain is turning off when it's like... Okay. Thank you for dying. Yeah, he can't get to you right now. He's a little dead. Okay. Take the painkillers. Yeah, press select for painkillers. It's like a mobile game, isn't it? Which it literally was. So at the end of this story, Michael Keaton and Maggie Q gets shot. At the end, she gets shot in the stomach after having sex with Michael Keaton. And then we find out that Samuel L. Jackson was alive, but instead of being killed, the killer was the one that was killed in the bathtub. So he changed clothes and mutilated the other guy's face. Okay, it's kind of like those movies where when you want to infiltrate a base, you knock the like if the hero wants to break in and save his girlfriend, he knocks the soldier in the head, beans him in the head, and then grabs his clothes and trades clothes with his, and somehow the clothes fit exactly the same size as the perpetrator. So the hero has the exact same convenient outfit for story purposes. Takes a few tries to get that right. What the fuck are you doing? No. No, 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 no. Shoot him in the fucking head. That's it. I don't think I'm going to get any further than this. At the end of this movie, there's like, it's like that a movie with Robert De Niro, and I forget the other one, where you don't see anything. You see two lights go off in the house, and it's ambiguous who shot who. But you kind of see Michael Keaton in the window, and then at the bottom of the building, you see because Maggie Q's character Anna did not want to go back home to Vietnam, to where she was raped and attacked, but she did go back home, and that's where the two characters met at the end. But it seems that maybe both of them have survived. But I still want to know what happened to the manager of the bookstore and the cat. So maybe we'll never know. That's a bigger mystery than what happened to the two characters, the main characters. So I thought that was dumb. But it's a dumb movie. It's meant to be dumb. It's not meant to be intelligent. I'm going to try to get past this point and see if I can get any further. All right, I'm using up all my painkillers. All right, that's that. So I gave the movie 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I hope that we find out what happens to the cat in the deleted scene, but whatever.